بسم الله وبالله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين أما بعد. Dear brothers and sisters in Iman, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So for the last few days and nights of the month of Ramadan, I've been feeling very much down, and thus wasn't able to upload book reviews for the past few nights. So I will inshallah post two today. One which is the video you're watching right now, and the second one I will post later in the evening. And slowly but surely I'll catch up to the missed days, inshallah. Anyways, today's book is Mawsu'ah Maqtal al-Imam al-Husayn alayhi salam. So this book is an encyclopedia of the Maqtal al-Husayn. Basically, it is an attempt by the late scholar Sayyid Abd al-Muqarram to give an accurate account of the events prior, during, and post Battle of Karbala. Maqtal al-Husayn is not a title of just one book, but many books on the Battle of Karbala, written and compiled by a plethora of scholars such as Abi Mikhnaf, Waqidi, Ibn Sa'd, Yaqubi, Baladuri, just to name a few. And of the various compilers, some had pro-Ahlul Bayt point of views, some had pro-Bani Umayyah, anti-Ahlul Bayt point of views. So the author tried his very best to go through the various resources and pick the roses from the thorns. For an example, an individual seen as a main historian of the suffering of the Ahl Bayt is Abu al-Faraj al-Isfahani, who is a direct descendant of Marwan II, the last Umayyi Khalifa. So what type of history would this individual record? You honestly think that he would incriminate his own ancestors? I don't know. So anyways, thus a work on Karbala cleansed of distortions and lies was a much needed requirement, for which Sayyid al-Muqarram tried his very best to fill. So if you want to read a pure Shi'i history of the events surrounding the Battle of Karbala, this book is for you. Nonetheless, this book also contains the works of Muhammad al-Husayn Kashif al-Ghitta, Abd al-Wahhab al-Kashi, Abu Mikhnaf, Abd al-Zahra al-Ka'bi, etc. But I'll focus on the works of Abd al-Razzaq al-Muqarram specifically. Moving on, the two main reasons why I chose this book for today's topic is that in our last video I introduced you to Sulh al-Hasan, which I showed you all to be a part and parcel of the Battle of Karbala. So I decided that today's video should be on the topic of Karbala. And the second reason I chose this book was due to a very personal reason. For those of you who know me, know that late last year I was involved in a serious accident and was hospitalized and placed in convalescent care, bedridden for quite a few months, and currently I'm still recovering. It was a time when the perfect ingredients for a bout of depression were surrounding me, and surely Shaitan, the accursed, was pulling me towards depression. But Karbala saved me, and I'll show you via this book. So in the very first few pages of this book, we find a couplet saying, Ana sat razitukum رزايانا التي سلفت وهونت الرزايا الآتية. Translation: Your calamity has made us forget ours that were, and is sure to make the ones to come easy to bear. How truthful this couplet is! That no matter how great a calamity one faces, the tragedy of Karbala makes us forget about it, for the trials and tribulations of the Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam are incomparable. And verily no tragedy is as great as that of Karbala, the slaughter of an entire family, young and old alike, deprived of food and water. Nobody had or has the right to be depressed as did the family of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, especially those who witnessed the battle of Karbala and were chained and taken as captives. However, not once in the entirety of this book do I find them to ever be depressed. I instead see them at the height of courage. I'll share just one scene, one anecdote that would suffice in highlighting the Ahlul Bayt's courage. We read in this book, in the chapter fi Qasr al-Amara, in the governor's mansion, that Sayyid Zainab and Imam Ali ibn al-Husayn Zain al-Abidin alayhim as-salam, after being dragged to Kufa, are standing in front of the butcher Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad, may the curse of Allah be upon him, who is threatening them with death. Yet the two stood poised. The monster Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad arrogantly questioned Sayyid Zainab on the slaughter of her family, as recorded in this book. كيف رأيت فعل الله بأهل بيتك? How have you seen what Allah has done to your household? Sayyida Zainab Salamullah alayha responded, Ma ra'aytu illa jamila. I saw nothing but beauty. Allahu Akbar. This is courage, this is valor. The savage then threatens Imam al-Sajjad alayhi salatu wasalam with execution. The Imam in chains, bleeding profusely, responds, Amma alamta innal qatala lana aada wa karamatuna min Allah ash-shahada. Are you threatening me with death? Death for us is normal, and dignity for us is martyrdom from God, from Allah. Allahu Akbar. Imam al-Sajjad, instead of cowering in fear in front of a cruel despot, mocks him. If this were any of us, we would be cowering in fear. These were just two sentences from such a vast book. I, Shabir Agha Abbas, guarantee that this book is a shifa for those suffering from depression, unless it is a depression caused by a chemical imbalance. After witnessing and experiencing such a great calamity, this family did not break down. It stayed firm. The courage, the valor of Imam al-Husayn alayhi salam, his family and his companions have forever been immortalized, such that they are shining examples for all who have came and all who will come. From Medina to Mecca to Karbala to Kufa and Sham and back to Medina, this book preserves nearly all the recorded events, actions, deeds, sermons of the family of the Prophet, of which even small sentences, as shown in the earlier anecdote, are life-altering, really, truly life-altering. For 3 months I was bedridden. It was a horrible, horrid time. For the tragedy of Karbala this book pulled me through. The grief of the Ahl Bayt alayhim as-salam always remedies one's own personal grief. Now, this book is in the Arabic language, and I am personally refraining from mentioning any translations because some of my viewers have complained about subpar translation quality. Nonetheless, this book has been translated, and with due diligence, you can find a copy online. I just won't mention who translated it and where to find it. And the author of the text, Sayyid Abd al-Muqarram, had a genuine love for the revolution of Imam al-Husayn alayhi salatu wasalam, for he dedicated much of his scholastic career to writing on it. He also wrote Tanzi al-Mukhtar al-Thaqafi on the man who took revenge for the Battle of Karbala, and he also wrote a biography of Zayd al-Shahid, the noble and valiant son of Imam Zayn al-Abidin and the brother of Imam al-Baqir alayhim as-salam, who sought to reform the Ummah like his grandfather and great-grandfathers, who too attained martyrdom on the battlefield. So I urge you all to read these and other books of Sayyid Abd al-Razzaq al-Muqarram. So, I would like to end this by saying Assalamu ala al-Husayn wa ala Ali ibn al-Husayn wa ala awlad al-Husayn wa ala ashab al-Husayn. Peace and salutations be upon Husayn and Ali the son of Husayn and the children of Husayn and the companions of Husayn. Allahumma bihaqq Fatima wa abiha wa ba'luha wa baniha ashfi kulli marid. O Allah, by the right of Fatima, her father, her husband, and her children, heal all those who are sick, especially those who are suffering from depression. Ameen thumma ameen. This concludes today's review, actually today's first review. I hope this was of benefit. If so, please reward me with your prayers, for I truly need them. Till later in the evening, Assalamu alaikum and fi aman.